Aloha, Sylvan Bell coming live from Sacramento, California, April 17th, 2017, 7:25 at night. Perfect day to talk about sales. And I want to talk to you about sales training. And I look at everything as a puzzle. Like, why does some sales training work for one guy over here but not work for another? And I've taken tons of notes, and I want to give you some of the information that I've got. I can't give you all of it. We're watching a video. I'm going to give you some of it, okay? Now, I'm going to have to put some labels to groups of salespeople, but I want you to know it's not a bad thing if I label them. It's not. And you're going to understand here why in a second, okay? So the first group of salespeople would be the guy or the girl that's over here that you may look at them and say, hey, they're aggressive, they're slightly abrasive, they're pushy, they ask difficult questions, they ask tough questions, okay? And that may mean that if that's you and you're asking those questions and looking at them, over here you could be a passive salesperson where you're like, well, I want to go in and I want to talk it out. I want to work with a salesperson or the buyer and I want to help them, okay? Now, if you close, either way, it doesn't matter. And I got to let you know, when I first started running with salespeople 7 years ago, I was like more over on this side, really aggressive. That's the way I was described, the bull in the china shop. That's the way a lot of people used to describe my sales style. And I would watch like a passive salesperson, a passive closer, and be like, I don't know how that guy's going to close a job. And the next thing you know, he's getting a check, and the people are like, here's my money and my firstborn child, right? And then I go ride with salespeople that are passive, and they'll look at somebody else on their team, and they'll look at them like, I don't get it. That guy is super aggressive. I wouldn't buy from him. It's not what I would do. And it could be a value judgment from you. You're looking. But here's the thing. If this guy over here that you consider as aggressive closes and is very consistent at it, or this guy over here that this guy's looking at over this direction is passive and is a closer, it doesn't matter. A lot of what you do is personality based. There's sales fundamentals no matter what. There's a ton of sales fundamentals. Ask the right questions, give a good presentation, show up on time, right? Deliver what you promise. But depending upon your archetype, your personality, you may fall over here and be aggressive. That's not a bad thing. That's just who you are. Great, good for you. Go close it. You may fall over here and be more of a passive salesperson. And just remember that the person on this side looking this direction or the person on this side looking this direction, they don't get both types of salespeople. But you'll see that there's things that you can learn from either one of them. If you got a closer over here or a closer over here, they're using their personality to their advantage. That's really what it comes down to. There's a lot of personality-based sales processes that happen. It doesn't make this guy wrong, and it doesn't make this guy wrong. So my question for you is, where would you put yourself? I'm more of a hybrid, right? I started out over here. People would call me the bull in the china shop. They would call me really aggressive. I got thrown out of a lot of sales calls until I figured out what my style was. I figured out my style was like right here in the middle. I could be like some over here on aggressive. I could be somewhat passive, just depending upon where I need to be and who I'm meeting with, okay? What's your sales style? Put it down here in the box below. That would be cool. So are you aggressive, hybrid, or passive? All right? To the right or to the left, there is a subscribe button. You know what you got to do. You got to subscribe. And then last of all, you can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Why not even LinkedIn? Sylvan Bell. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.